Okay, we back. We back. We had a decent week this week, but not yeah, it went up a little bit, a couple of $1,000, but it's not where I want it to be. And we're gonna study one stock, and I'm gonna do a different thing. We're doing a new thing. I can look at my, let's share our screen. Let's start there. I got my sidekick here. She's smiling, so she must know something. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. First, I'm gonna share this screen, and then I'm gonna go back and share another screen. Okay, I'm gonna share this screen because these folks are. I want you really to understand this stuff. Digital Ally is on the Nasdaq. It's not OTC stock yet, but they won't be because I'm gonna show you why in a minute. Produce to sell digital videos, imaging, storage, and disinfectant related to products of law enforcement, security. Bah, 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 bah. And now we can go down here because it looks like it's a dud. They reverse split this week. I had 100,000. They reverse split. I got what? No, I only had 10,000. Then I got 300 or something like that. So, but they didn't. But they didn't up. They said they did a 1 in 20. I said that was interesting. This is the stuff they do. But I'm gonna get back out of here. You talk about Evo and all this other stuff that government used. So we're gonna go back up there. Let's go back to company overview. Look at this, highly volatile. It don't even say nothing. It's highly volatile, price for the last 3 months. And we're gonna look at this thing. We're gonna look at it quickly, and then we're gonna go to yahoo.com. We're gonna put on it. This thing back in, last year, this time, it was $64 a share. It's down to 4 cents. Okay. 4 cents. 4 cents. And so NASDAQ, they said they announced a delay in filing, and NASDAQ determined to delist these guys. So they didn't. They even had a $15 million offering, and they still people. In the last 7 days, they've been down 91%. Okay. The year they've been down like 99%. So we gonna look at this one because I went back in. People call me stupid. I am. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is on the bottom of the food chain. Why would somebody give them $15 million? Why would hedge funds be on these guys? Just a little bit. They just got a little bit of money, but they that's enough they know they're gonna make some money. Okay. Price to sell, they read everywhere, future growth, but something is going on. And I'm gonna show you something in a minute. Earnings versus revenue, they in red, they ain't made no, look, NASDAQ should have kicked them off the NASDAQ. But they got a favorable review. Financial, look at all 6 categories is crazy. They have a negative shareholder equity. They got a reducing debt. They got, they just, it's to me, worst of the worst. So why would I even pick these things? Because something intriguing about these guys. Okay. The management criteria is whoa. So they got good management. The guy, CEO, only wants about 161,000 a year because he knows something. Okay. He knows something. And what's his name? I want to get his name. His name is Ross. Okay. Ross, he only makes 116,000. Ownership, he owns about 15% of the company. Okay. These guys own a little bit, like Laura Richie and Nail somebody. They got experienced members. You got a guy 71 years old. Something is going on. Inside about insignificant data, but look, general public on 88%, institutions on 2%, hedge funds on 8%. Wow. Shareholders has been substantially diluted, so they played the game well. And these guys right here, look at these guys. You got Vanguard on and BlackRock. Okay, they ain't got that much. You only got 5,000 shares. I got more than that. I got 10,000, shares, or maybe that's like 5 million. I don't know. They paid 200 and some. Yeah, it's not even K. They paid only $290 or something like that, or 100. So they don't have a lot of shares. Vanguard don't have a lot of shares. Only 1,500 shares. They paid about 74. Was it $74 for 4 cents, something like that? I don't know what they paid. BlackRock ain't got that many. They look like they're trying to take out what they have. But then you got on these people like Morgan Stanley, that's who investment banker, you know, Group One and all these guys. What are they doing? This is a dud. So we think something's going on. They only got 100 and some employees, but they've been ramping up. They were down 2001. They went all the way up 2003. They still 2003 is 201. Now about 170. That's a lot of employees. And they out of Kansas, United States. Dorothy in Kansas. They out of that. But let's go. Let's look at it. Let's share another screen. I want you to look at. This is the most intriguing screen, I think. Let me see if this is the one I want you to see. No, that's not the one I want you to see. Let's reshare the screen again. I want to get this one. Okay. I look at the stats of this DGL, this digital ally, they down 30% today. They down 4 cents. I already lost $500 on these guys, but I went and bought more. I had about, 1,000, whatever. I had a little bit. When they reverse split, I had quite a bit. No, I had 10,000. So I went back and get 10,000 again at 4 cents when they were about 8 cents. And then they went down 4 cents and I sold them again. I said, okay, I lost about 500 altogether. But look at what they did. The last 52 weeks high, they were $65. 52 weeks low, they were 4 cents. The moving value, the average moving value, they were 91 cents. And then they said the last 200-day moving value was $12. And then I looked at the float. 5.2, that's a low float. Low float. So they can go up quickly. Held by institutions, is 60, whatever. And then you share shorts. Look at that. Shorts on a lot of these shares of shorts is almost 1 million. Okay. Share ratio, look at that. So they're going to short this. I got a feeling they're going to short this. They're going to pump this thing. I'm keeping my 10,000 in there when they do pump. So I got 2 of them that's, and this is the balance sheet. They still got leverage. They got cash, operating cash. They're a little negative. Book value is still negative. They still, a lot of negatives out here. So why would I'm just telling you, something about this stock. And I'm not a financial advisor. You don't do what I do. So we gonna look at this again. And again, we're gonna reshare again. Okay, we're gonna go back to these guys. And it's, like I say, the CEO is only making, but they got experienced management and they got experience, the CEO. They managing the firm. We know that they don't give dividends. Their financial health is terrible. And the evaluation is terrible. Okay. But I'm gonna keep my seed in the ground on this one. Because there's a reason too. Let's go back to and then we're gonna go to the stock market real quick. I want us to go back to summary. Digital Ally received a positive listing from NASDAQ. They was going to delist them, but they got it. This was 2 days ago. That's what I'm saying. Then they went up to 8 cents and then 8 cents of a penny, and then they went back down to 4 cents of 4 cents. No, they went to 8 cents to now to 4 cents. That was 2 days ago. They did a reverse split. They got 15 million. Look, they got somebody gave these knuckleheads $15 million offering. They closed the $15 million offering. They received yeah, look at all this going on in just this year. Look, they Cousin Entertainment, whoever it is, costume, unveil, lineup, and all this other stuff. Say in entertainment, advanced sales, strong. Look at that. Digital advance with strong sales, new innovation. So I'm just showing you this. They was like, you thought I was kidding. These guys were up here, they were making a little money. So right now they 4 cents. They down today 29%. Okay, so let's reshare. Let's go back there because we ain't got that much time. So I don't want to spend that much time on that, but I want to share with you what I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna look at our business side first. You know, I don't have no. I probably a little bit of Apple. They go back and forth. I got Chipotle. I got 15 Chipotle, about 20 overall. I just put some of the losers into Chipotle. So because Chipotle look like they're gonna try to do something. But I said this is the one. DG. I got 10,000 back. I lost about 500. They got a strong volume on this thing. 98 million people. This one is still stuck, and hopefully they had a hearing today. I hope to hear by Monday this thing get unstuck, or people gonna be writing it because they got 2 billion people. Money is stuck because this one has not. It's still halted, and been over a week. It's been about 10 days. HIMS, they went back up. HIMS, okay. I say you don't touch something. I bought it 34. I made $1,700. Him and her. Then Microsoft doing a little bit. I only got 5 of Microsoft. NVIDIA, let's see, they trying to go back up. And then you got Politar. They going back up again because I was gonna sell them, but they went down as low as 115. They started to hit that stride. It's almost 4 minutes. Pony, I picked up Pony at 15, and now Pony, that's an AI one. And then the quantum stocks, and then you got M&C. I'm still gonna hold on to them. AT&T, Tesla. I only got 2 of them. I use Tesla to fund some of these little ones. So Tesla trying to go up. Tesla got up to 300 today, but I'm still going on and keep 2 of Tesla. I just don't trust them. Then this one right here, I picked up TTI. I'll probably get rid of it. But no, TTI is supposed to be about $30-$40 a share, but right now it's only 276. So I'm gonna keep my seat in the ground on that one. Then I'm gonna do a 1 minute on my and then we're gonna look at the whole thing and see what's going on. Chipotle, we already talked about Chipotle, DMN, they halted, so they're not doing me any good right now. Gateway, these are the aluminum steel folks that's supposed to benefit from tariff when they bring steel back home. And then you got this one. This earnings is gonna come, I think, is next week. And this one, let's see if it goes back up. This may be a little bit of money, but this is one of these Israel stocks. And then you got NVIDIA doing NVIDIA do. NVIDIA is going to be there. OPTT is now back up a little bit. Rigetti, that's the quantum stock. I bought that, and it stays at 10. I only bought 30 of them. See, I'm trying to stay safe with these guys. Then TTO haven't done anything. And this one right here, they had a price increase. That's why I picked this one back up. VXRT. They had a price increase. So I leave that alone. They 37, I bought, and they go down 41. They're gonna have earnings. I think it's next week. On 13th, it's next Tuesday. And let's look at all of them now. I got about a minute, 2 minutes. Let's look at the whole team. The whole team all together. See, I'm back over 70,000. I'm about 76. You remember I was down almost 60. So I still got a deficit about $29,000, which one of these gonna make this thing up. I don't know when. I'm looking at DGLY and DN. Once they are hard, this thing might go down a penny of a penny but they were like $4 and something. Now they down to they went from 33 cents of a penny to 75%. That's why they held. That's why I got 5,000 sitting up there. So if they go to 4 cents, I make $40,000. So that's why I'm hoping they go. I'm hoping they go all the way to $1. Then I made $1.4 billion. But we'll see. They already did their revert. They already did all this stuff. They got to September. That's why they at the NASDAQ today, because they have to September to or they're going to be delisted, or they might delist them now if they're doing something fraudulent. And so I'll wind up losing all that money and wind up losing $4,000. I'll be back down. That's the risk I take when I get these risky stocks. And that one was looking pretty good, but it had a volume of 2 billion people on it. Then you look at them all. Look at Nvidia. Nvidia made me about 6,000 so far. I got 300 shares. That's why I'm keeping Nvidia. Pony, Palantir, I got 100 of Palantir, and they made me a little bit. Palantir got to get back up to where they were. Then they would have made me a little bit of money. Pony is making me a little bit of money. ATT, they making me. These other guys, they still in the green overall. The ones that's not in the green, I'd say that's digital, and then you got CMG. Keep going up and down. Hey, I got 20 of them. Let's see what's going to happen with those. And then Tesla, Tesla's being Tesla and TTO and VXR. So we going to see what the end may be. It's 4 o'clock, 260. But overall, I made this week about at least $2,000-3,000. So we gonna see what the end may be. Let's stop sharing. Okay, she's happy. When she's happy, something's going on. That means something's getting ready to break, and I'm gonna be back here and show it to you because I want to teach you guys how to play this little game called everybody should have some money in the stock market. If you got a 401k, you better pull about 1,000 out and play with it. I'm helping this other contractor play. I even, I spotted. I said, I want you to get it, and so bad I want you. I spot you the money, get it right now. A little bit, just a little bit of money. And just like another 2 or 3 contractors, I did that. I had a little money, extra money as a business owner. And I said, I'll give you 100 here, 100 there, 100 there. And then let's see how they play with it. Okay? God is good. Now, so God bless you, God keep you, God cause face shine on you. Let's see if he shines on those DL, we'll see. We'll see. And I know people say he don't do that. You'd be surprised what God do. He don't have to consult us what he do. His word is what he do. Okay. So God bless you, God keep you, God cause face shine on you and give you peace. We're gonna check on this Monday morning. God bless you. Happy Mother's Day.